his eyes. They're the eyes of a man obsessed by sex. Eyes that mock our sacred institutions. Bedroom eyes, they call them in a bygone day. They're the eyes of a man whose lust knows no bounds.
Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to Horny Creek. My name is Mark. With me as always is my fiance Carol. How are you doing today, Carol?
Hey, what's up?
How much? It's been a good week here. It is November 25th, 1998.
Thanksgiving's just getting closer and closer.
Thanksgiving is past.
It's like the ghost of Christmas past. It's not past for me, though, with all the leftovers in the fridge. Come on.
Yeah. You don't think so, huh?
I don't. You know, I want to know where our Thanksgiving episode was.
Well, the Thanksgiving episode of 90210, or of fucking...
What
show
are we
watching?
talking about? Dawson's Creek.
Yeah. I don't know. They didn't do a Thanksgiving episode. It was literally 2 days ago, but yeah, they didn't.
Did they do a Halloween episode? I don't think so.
No, they didn't do anything. They don't do anything.
They're assholes. They just ignore the holidays.
I think that well, let's see, Tamara's Return was the one that was right by Halloween, but I don't know.
I don't remember any Halloween-y stuff. Last year they did a Halloween-y episode.
Yeah.
Where they picked up the lady.
Friday the 13th, right? Or whatever. Wasn't it Friday? Was it the Friday the 13th episode? Was that the Halloween episode or no?
I don't know.
No, it was the prank one. But I think that was called I think that episode was called Friday the 13th.
Yeah. They picked up a lady at a liquor store.
That was the one where I hoped that Jason Voorhees would visit Cape Side. I'm still hoping for that.
Well, you've already got the dude from one of the Jason Voorhees movies on 90210. Just, be happy with that.
Yeah, well, we also have the director of Nightmare on Elm Street, Friday the 13th, Part 2 and 3 is part of this.
Yeah.
Steve Miner, so he's a producer on this show.
Well, there we go.
But, the last time we saw Jason, he was body hopping from person to person, and Jason Goes to Hell, which...
Disgusting.
Terrible, terrible movie.
But we're here to talk about Dawson's Creek, not Friday the 13th. So.
We're here to talk about a reluctant hero, Carol.
Okay.
That's the name of this episode, The Reluctant Hero.
I'm guessing that's supposed to be Pacey.
I'm guessing it. Well, maybe. I think it's supposed to be Dawson, kind of. Dawson does a heroic thing, sort of.
He does. He saves Jen. You're right. Yeah.
He saves Jen from the pages of Penthouse. Jesus Christ.
Oh, Jen.
Oh, my God.
She's going through it.
You know what the best joke I ever heard was?
Huh.
Norm Macdonald did it on Weekend Update on Saturday Night Live, when Norm Macdonald used to be on Saturday Night Live and host Weekend Update, and before they fired him because they're assholes. Fuck you, Don Ohlmeyer. No offense. Take offense. Anyway, Penthouse magazine had published an alien autopsy. Not sure why it's in Penthouse magazine.
Yeah, that's weird. What happened in this? Was there probing?
So here's the thing. The joke that Norm Macdonald told was, Penthouse magazine publishes the first ever pictures of an alien autopsy. People who have seen the advanced issue report that the photos are clear. What did they say? Clear. Fuck. It's clear as something else. What's another word for photos? Photo could be clear, could be focused, I guess, or something like that. So it's people have seen the advanced pictures, report them to be clear, focused, and surprisingly easy to masturbate to.
Oh, jeez. That's disgusting.
Because they're in Penthouse.
Sure.
And it's an alien autopsy. I just love the idea of a guy being I didn't think this was going to work.
That's so gross.
It's pretty odd.
It's an autopsy. They're cutting open bodies.
An alien autopsy.
Yeah, but it can't be sexy.
It also can't be real.
Well, of course not. But it also can't be. I'm just saying any autopsy of anything is not sexy.
No, you wouldn't think. That's the joke, Carol. The joke is that this is a smut magazine and they have autopsy photos. Those are things that conflict against each other.
Right.
That's the joke.
I guess it could kind of kill the mood, like you're flipping through the pages and then there's some disgusting alien autopsy picture.
Oh, my God. We need Jonathan Frakes on this.
Who?
Jonathan Frakes.
Who's that?
William T. Riker.
Oh.
From Star Trek The Next Generation.
He does that weird show.
Yes. Where he asks 1,000 questions.
What if, or...
I think it's called Beyond Fiction or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, Reluctant Hero Carol.
Yeah.
Go.
So, as I said, Jen's going through it. In this episode,
yes,
we start, as per usual, in Dawson's bedroom, and he's there with...
Real quick.
What the fuck?
It's called Beyond Belief,
Okay.
Fact or Fiction.
Okay. Fact or fiction?
And where he's like, it's like, it's supposed to be like Ripley's Believe It or Not. He's the new Jack Palance.
I like him better as Riker.
Believe it or not.
Anyway.
I like him with the, we made this one up. We fucking fooled you, asshole. Oh, you believe that? You dumb bastard.
Oh my goodness.
Anyway, go ahead.
Dawson's bedroom. Pacey and I think the girlfriend is there too.
Andy. No, it's Jen. It's Jen and Pacey.
Jen's not there yet. She crawls through the window.
Oh yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. Relax. I'm sorry. You're right.
They're all together. Maybe it was just Pacey and Dawson. I'm not sure if Andy was there, but
it's an orgy.
They're hanging out, and then Jen just crawls through the window. I don't remember if she even says anything before she stumbles over to his bed and passes out.
She's like,
yeah.
I can't go back to my grandma's. She's drunk.
And he's like, this is the third time this week. Help me out. And starts taking off her shoes and getting her comfy in his bed. And it's
he
like,
says, help me out, Pacey.
Right?
I can't handle her all on my own.
I mean, geez, she's lucky he is a good guy.
No shit.
Especially considering what almost happens later.
But, so apparently, Jen is reverting back to her old ways.
Yeah.
She let that sleazebag fuck her in the last episode.
And that did something to her brain, her self-esteem. I mean, I don't know. Like, she seemed like she was making a informed decision.
When she was having sex with the guy.
But
yeah.
She obviously really regrets it.
I don't know what the fuck's going on with her. She came here because her parents told her she was a useless slut.
Basically.
And
she was having sex with that dude in her dad's bed when he caught her.
I mean, he was like a lot older, so like
yeah.
But anyway, so it seemed like she was getting her life on track. She's dating Dawson. She decides inexplicably, I'm going to break up with Dawson because I need to be alone. My ex came here, fucked everything up between me and Dawson somehow. I don't know. I don't like this. I need to be by myself. Hasn't been by herself since.
Yes, she has. She was by herself.
I mean, a little bit.
She went on like a date with the fisherman dude, and he almost raped her.
And the quarterback guy or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, she's dated a couple of boys. She hasn't been in another relationship.
But she's been having enough sex.
Yeah, well, see, she's on like a self-destruction mission. Like, I think she's depressed.
But I don't understand what, like, it seems to have all stemmed from her breaking up with Dawson.
Well, I think it was more right before she broke up with Dawson, the ex-boyfriend showed up, and I think he maybe triggered some of the memories and feelings and, everything that she had from before. And then she broke up with Dawson, and she regretted that and kept wanting to get back with him. And then she feels bad about herself because she can't get back with him. And then she just starts fucking everybody because Dawson doesn't want to fuck her. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird.
But, yeah, I mean, I think she obviously has a problem, and I think that she's depressed, not just like, she has a drinking problem or something. I mean, she's talking about, like, how she's just... I'm trying to remember how she put it when she was talking about how she's feeling, but...
I don't like her character anymore, and it makes me sad.
Why?
Because I liked her character a lot, and I like this actress a lot, and I think this actress is a very good actress, Michelle Williams. but I can't fathom what she's doing. I can't get behind what she's doing.
Well, nobody's behind what she's doing. It's obviously a mistake.
There's a couple guys behind what she's doing.
Like, can we not slut shame her? She's going through something. She's making some bad choices. But, like...
She's doing stuff that's shameful. Like, is this... Am I supposed to just be, like, okay with this?
No, but I think that your attitude, like, that she is... I can't get behind what she's doing, and I don't like her anymore. Like, she's dealing with something. She was a good character who you liked, and now she's, like, having a crisis, and you're like, oh, fuck her. I don't like her anymore.
None of what she's doing is helping her.
Right? I'm not saying it's good. I'm not saying, hey, yeah, Jen, keep drinking and fucking. I'm just saying...
If Pacey was depressed and doing drugs and shit like that, and, like, just going on benders and stuff like that, and I said, I used to like this character, I don't like him anymore, I can't like empathize with the choices that he's making. I think the shit he's doing stupid and everything. Would you be like, don't drug shame him?
I wouldn't use those words, but I would say, like, if you liked Pacey's character, you shouldn't stop liking his character because he's going through something. People are not perfect. People have, you know, good times in life and bad times in life, and you can't just choose, like, when to be behind a person.
Okay. I'm just saying, I think that there sometimes people can do things that are completely unbecoming, and you don't like them anymore.
Well, that's you.
Yeah, that's
I mean,
right.
I don't stop liking people because they make mistakes.
We're not okay. So you're making this very heavy.
I'm not trying to, but it's
you
just...
are. No, you are. You're making it very heavy. Our light, fun show, you're turning into like a fucking, I don't know what this is. They're characters, okay? Like, I don't know why you're so defensive about this, but no one's talking about you, okay? Like, I don't think you act like Jen, but like, or do a bunch of drugs like Pacey's probably going to. But I don't understand where all the passion's coming from, but like, these aren't real people.
Yeah, I do understand that.
If Jen was like an actual friend of mine, my feelings would be different. I feel like not like a god, but like that.
Wow.
Like that type of view. Mm-hmm. I'm not in this with them.
Right.
There's a detachment. I'm seeing the overview of everything, right? So, like, that has a different feel than if she was a real person that I really knew in real life.
Okay. Sorry. Anyway.
But I don't like her character right now.
Okay. So, apparently, she's just going out and getting drunk every night. She's hanging out with the guy that she slept with, the Richie Rich dude.
I think that's somebody else.
No. That's the guy.
All right.
I don't know why. Why do you think that's somebody else?
Because he looks different to me. At first, I thought the same thing, and then I was like, "That's not the same guy, though, is it? It's not the same house, is it?"
I don't know if it's the same house, but I don't know. I thought it was the same guy. Anyway,
that guy's name was Chris Wolf. I remember.
Okay.
I don't know what this guy's name was, though.
So, I'm trying to think about what else is going on with her before she ends up inviting Dawson to go to a party with her, or he invites himself, really.
Nothing else is going on with her, really.
So, Dawson, what?
Nothing. You're just so silly sometimes.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So, Dawson and Joey are having all kinds of drama.
We're moving to Dawson and Joey now. Okay.
Well, I don't want to finish the whole thing with Jen.
Jen
want to?
wanted to finish, but no, go ahead.
Just to get to the place where he's going with her.
Go ahead.
So Dawson shows up at Joey's house and what's his face shows up as well. So I'm trying to remember. It's been a couple days.
Oh my god, what do you mean? What's his face? You're talking about Andy's brother?
Yeah, Jack.
Okay, Jack. Sure.
Wow, the looks. So no, okay. So why did Dawson go there in the first place, though?
Why did Dawson go where?
To Joey's house.
I don't remember. You're going way out of order with this. So Dawson's like, we need. Okay, first of all, let's back up a little bit, please.
Okay.
Boop, boop, boop. If we're gonna go to Dawson and Joey's storyline, Dawson gets a letter from the fucking film festival that they sent.
Oh yeah,
they sent their film into.
That's why.
Do you want me to finish? Do you want me to finish all the shit that you forgot?
Yes, please.
Dawson gets a thing from the film festival that they sent their stupid movie into, and they won.
Yeah,
like best shorts filmed in Cape Side or whatever. I don't know what specific category it won in, but I can't believe this movie they made won.
Right.
But anyway, it won. And they get $2,500. Dawson and Joey are awarded the prize because Dawson is the writer and director, and Joey produced the movie.
Which is weird because it didn't seem like she really did shit except act in it. But
so yeah, I know exactly. So they're supposed to use it for their next project. Mm-hmm. I don't know. It doesn't seem like this is actually tied to. Like that there's actual strings to it. Like you could just take this $2,500 and do whatever you want with it. But it's supposed to go towards their next project. I mean, the way he uses it, it doesn't seem like that. But he's like, he says to her, like, hey, we can still make a movie together. And he's like, I know, I'm supposed to give you space. He's like, not romantically or anything, but just like, we made this movie. It was good. I guess, somehow. He's like, we should do something together. And she's basically like, I don't think I can do that.
Yeah, she doesn't want to.
So, yes, he comes to her house because he's giving her $1,250.
Yeah.
Her half of the prize money.
And he's like, you can take this and use it for art classes or whatever you want.
Yeah, he's being a really nice guy.
Yeah.
Because it's Dawson.
So, I agree, though. I thought that was kind of messed up, like, that he's giving her half the money to go do whatever she wants with.
Yeah, like... I don't know if maybe he's just like, does he just have this money because his family's like well off or whatever? Like, is he just giving her $1,250 and then he's going to like use the $2,500 check still for the like? Is he just paying her half off?
Probably
out of his own money.
Probably. He was pretty excited about like, oh, we'll be able to use real equipment. We'll be able to do better job and stuff. So yeah. Yeah,
exactly. Like he says something like no more shopping cart dollies, which is. Funny, but I mean, that when you're an independent filmmaker, when you're making films guerrilla style, that's what you have to do. I mean, you listen to some of Sam Raimi's tales on how they made The Evil Dead and Evil Dead 2.
Mm-hmm. So he talks to her and says, hey, I'd really like us to be. No, she says I'd really like us to be friends.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
I think.
She does at some point. She says she wants them to be friends.
And he's like, yeah, sure. But it's like you can tell he doesn't really... I mean, he doesn't just want to be friends.
No, and I don't understand how they can even go to that place. Basically what she says is she says, I'd like things to go back to how they were. Mm-hmm. But it's like she won't even make a movie with them, so...
Right.
That's not how things were.
And then as he's leaving, Jack shows up to take her on a date. So that's an awkward encounter.
Yeah, they're going on like a pseudo date, kind of, I guess. I mean, I guess it's a real date, but like it's, I don't know, it's weird.
Yeah, he calls it like something, but.
He does.
Yeah, it's a date. Like what?
Nothing, he calls it something. It's a date.
But it is, but I mean, he tries to like play it off like it's something other than a date.
Yeah, he does.
But she put on makeup, and Joey never puts on makeup unless it's something important.
Jack's a piece of shit, so.
You really don't like him.
I hate him.
See, I'm with you on that. I don't like him either, but I don't.
You really challenged me and then immediately backed out.
I wasn't challenging you.
You really hate him, don't you? I do. Well, I agree with you.
I don't hate him, but I don't like him.
No, he said, like, he mentioned something like fucking like, oh, you know, losing you and whatever and stuff like that. He's like blaming Dawson for the stuff that went down. It's like, yeah, it ain't Dawson's fault, you fucking idiot. Mm-hmm. Like, you kissed her when you knew she was with somebody else.
Yeah.
He's like one of these fucking creeps that preys on married women and shit like that and everything. Like, get your own fucking wife.
Yeah.
Get your own girlfriend. Like, guys that do this are scum of the fucking earth.
Agreed. But they're eating outside, picnic style, having a nice time.
I'm glad you didn't put too big of a pause between out inside.
God. And don't they end up kissing again?
They do. They kiss under the stars or whatever.
Yeah, whatever. Not happy.
No. And I think Joey's an idiot too.
Yeah, I'm not happy with her either.
Not to relationship shame Joey or whatever, but I don't like her character that much right now either.
No, I agree with you. Right now, she's being a bitch.
Okay.
I liked her before. But there's a different, like, she's not, like, in pain and acting out. She's, like, hurting other people because she's being a stupid teenager.
But she's making stupid decisions.
Yeah.
So's Jen. Just because she's making stupid decisions because she's, like, you know, in pain or whatever. Like I said, if I was her actual friend, I'd act like Dawson. I would care about her and want to protect her. Watching her on the show, I guess it's more like, and that's the thing, is like, I'm not upset with Michelle Williams, who has no control over what her character's doing. Mm-hmm. I'm upset more with the writers. Like, I'm a little pissed at the writers. You gave us this character that I liked and was interested in, and you're like, oh, and she does all this fucking shit you're gonna hate. And it's like, why did you give me this good character played by this very good actress, and they're like, now put her in fucking misery?
Well, they also started out right away with a backstory that feeds into and informs the way her character's acting now.
I'm not saying that they're being inconsistent or anything like that. I'm just saying, like, I would be happier with her, like, going through emotional challenges in the pursuit of overcoming those obstacles that we've been informed about, not reverting back to that lifestyle.
I feel like it's more realistic.
I agree it's more realistic. It makes for good television. I'm emotionally invested in it. So it's good TV. I'm not saying they're doing a bad job. I'm just pissed at them. It's like when, you know, any kind of show where they take a character that you like and they're like, now we're going to put him through fucking shit that's going to make you sick. You know, like for whatever, for an entire season. And it's like, what the fuck, guys? Yeah. I want that character. I want her to be happy. I want her to succeed. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, I want her to start healing and get better. Which, you know, like I said, is good writing and it's good acting on her part. But I really think that they just discovered that Michelle Williams is really a good actress. And they're like, oh, okay, well, have her do all this shit that no one else in the show is going to be able to really, you know, get into. Like, she can really get into the fucking shit when it comes to emotions. And it's like, because she's doing an excellent job.
Yes, she is. So Dawson is super upset after having seen Joey and seeing that she's gone on a date with Jack.
Well, yeah, because she's supposed to be alone. She's the second person that's broken up with him that says, I want to be alone, and is instantly with somebody else.
So he goes to Jen and says, hey, let's hang out. Let's do something.
Yeah, I want to go to that party with you.
Well, yeah, she ends up inviting him to the party or whatever.
She had invited him to the party before. She was like, maybe you should hang out with me. Whatever. He's like, that's not my scene. Fuck that.
Yeah.
And then he goes through what he goes through with Joey, and he's like, you know what? I want to fucking go. And she's like, all right.
He's like, I want to act out. I want to be a teenage boy.
She says, but here are the ground rules. You cannot call me out on the stuff I'm doing. You can't fucking, you know, whatever. Like, you know, you can't make me. You can't
be daddy.
You can't slut shame me, she says, or whatever the fuck you said. Or a phrase you used.
She's basically saying, you can come, but you can't stop me from doing what I do.
You can't stop me from coming.
And then immediately when they get to this party, I felt so bad for him. She kind of like disappears
She does.
and just leaves him on his own.
I guess that is probably the fucking piece of shit that she slept with before. But she's like, yeah, I'm going to go over, like, I'm going to dance with him and his friend or whatever.
Yeah.
And, well, he says, go ahead, you know, go ahead.
Yeah, he
or
didn't
whatever.
want to dance.
Yeah, so, and then he just kind of hangs out and does nothing.
Yeah, because he's a big dork.
Yeah,
And
he
it's
can't-
not his scene.
He can't have fun at a party.
No, he's not a party dude.
If he's not dissecting some fucking 80s rom-com, he doesn't know what the hell he's doing with his life.
I don't think he has anything like really much going on the whole time. He's kind of just being a stalker. Like he's talking to somebody and then he sees Jen kissing the guy and he like gets upset looking like
Yeah.
he's jealous, but he leaves her be.
Yeah, he does.
And then all of a sudden he can't find Jen.
Well, he's trying to leave, I think. It's getting later in the night. She's been drinking a lot. He's getting bored, and I think he's like wants to leave, so he's like he goes looking for her
And he finds her
in a bedroom
with two dudes.
with the rich guy and his buddy. And the fucking rich guy's like, "You want to get down on this, Dawson?"
Yeah, he's like, hey, Dawson, you want to play?
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck kind of... That's a weird invite.
First of all, who the fuck is this guy? Like, they're just cool with, like, triple teaming this chick? Like, I've done some wild stuff in my time, everybody.
Have you now?
Well, you know, we've talked about it. I've done some wild stuff in my time. We're not going to get into it. But never before have I thought to myself, well, first of all, I've never taken advantage of a woman that drunk like this.
Yeah, she was very drunk.
Who is not in her right faculties in any way. This is essentially rape.
Yeah, because she can't consent at this point.
But, well, if it happened, it would have been anyway.
She was obviously consenting, but you can't really count that.
No, not at all. It's not. This is not the situation.
I just don't want to paint the wrong picture.
But I've never said to myself, drunk, sober, whatever, hey, let's get as many guys in on this as possible. Like, that's never been my scene. What's fucking wrong with this dude?
Well, I think he knew he was in trouble, and he thought maybe if he invited Dawson to join them, he wouldn't be in trouble.
Oh, okay, because Dawson would just be like, yeah, let's fucking get down.
Right. Like, I really feel like it was just more of a, how is this going to play out? Let's try to get him in on it so it won't be so bad.
Wow.
It kind of reminds me of the Smurf porn that I saw.
Oh, my gosh.
Smurfette and all those Smurfs. She's the only girl.
Oh, she is the only girl. That's true.
But Dawson's like...
That is fucking disturbing.
It was disturbing shit. But Dawson's like, fuck you.
Yeah, he grabs her. I mean, like, you know, he picks her up.
Yeah, he throws her over his shoulder and just storms out with her. Like, yeah.
Yep. She throws her down like she's flailing or whatever.
Yeah, she's yelling at him to put her down and shit.
And he's like,
Her shirt's all unbuttoned.
He says something like, "What the fuck?" or I don't. What is he?
What is
say?
wrong with you, Jen, or something? Yeah. And then I wish I could remember exactly what she said, but basically it's like I think she says something along the lines of like, you know, she's hurting or whatever.
Yeah. But he ends up taking her to his house.
Mm-hmm. No, not his house. His dad's house.
Well, yeah, his dad's house.
His dad just moved into an apartment, I think.
Yeah.
And Dawson was forced to help him move, and he was pissed off the whole time and being really mean to his dad.
Yeah, he fucking hates his dad because his dad got cheated on and then decided he couldn't forgive his wife for betraying him and, separated from her and is moved out.
Yeah.
But it's all his fault somehow.
It's kind of fucked. But yeah, his dad said, you know, I want to be friends. I want to be your friend. That kind of bugs me, though. It's like parents are not supposed to be friends. And he is like, I just want to be your friend, man.
And Dawson's like, I don't fucking want to be friends with you. Get the fuck away from me.
No, he says, I want a dad, not a friend.
He
does
says
say
that later. They have two conversations about them. Second conversations, he's like, I want a dad, not a friend. Can you respect that? Mm-hmm. And he's like, yeah, I'll try or whatever.
And his dad tells him, you can come here anytime you need to. This is your house too, basically. So that's where he takes Jen. He's like, I know somewhere close by we can go.
So yeah, he takes Jen to the dad, and he's like, no, she's drunk, Dad, so it'll be easy.
Yeah, at some point his dad... Oh my God, Mark! That's awful. No, at some point before...
I really expected like Dawson to leave or whatever, and then John Wesley Shipp, TV's The Flash, to just walk into the room and start unbuttoning shirts.
Yeah, you really expect Dawson's dad to do that.
Dawson's dad's such a nice guy. There's no way.
No.
And she's supposed to be... I know Michelle Williams is actually an adult, but she's supposed to be like 16.
Right. Well, no, earlier in the episode, though, his dad asked something like, how's Jen or whatever, and he's like probably peeling herself off a sidewalk right now.
Yeah.
And then it comes back later because he brings her over there.
Could you imagine being 16 getting double teamed by fucking two dudes?
No. It's awful.
You hesitated like that's happened to you, but I know it hasn't. Unless you've lied.
It has not.
Okay.
Yeah, so Jen, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen with fucking Jen.
She, last time we see her, I think she's in John Wesley Shipp's TV's The Flash's apartment.
Yeah.
So presumably she'll wake up and then be like, oh my God, did I have sex with Dawson's dad?
Did I have a three-way with Dawson and his dad instead of the boys at the party?
And then there will be an awkward conversation of, no, we didn't have sex.
Sorry.
Stop moving around so much and that won't happen.
I hurt my leg and I moved wrong. Sorry, guys.
And she just can't stop.
I can't hold still. It's hard. He doesn't understand. He's always like, just hold still. And I'm like, but I can't. And then he's like, are you a child? No, I am not.
Wow.
So I don't think there was any real resolution with Jen.
No, not this episode.
Okay. Well, I don't know. She could have decided that she hit rock bottom and wanted to change, but
yeah, they're going to carry this on for as long as they can.
Yeah.
Because they know it upsets me.
So the other thing going on in this episode is Pacey and
Andy. Yep.
So
and Andy's mom, the insane lady.
Yeah. So Jack tells Andy, like, hey, I'm taking what the hell's her name? Joey out.
Jesus. Do you have dementia?
No. I took Benadryl. And she's like, but what about Mom? And he's like, we need to take turns. Like, you need to watch her sometimes too. So
Again, proving what an asshole he is.
Well, no. I mean, I kind of agree with him on that. Like,
no, I think he's probably not taking his turns. I've never seen him interact with his mom in this show. I've seen Andy interact with her mom.
But we've seen Andy be out in the world.
I've seen Jack be out in the world. He's fucking kissing every uneligible bachelorette at fucking Cape Side High.
Right. So Pacey is over to help her study.
Yeah. No.
Yes.
No. She's helping Pacey study.
She's helping Pacey study. That makes more sense.
Because Pacey didn't... Jesus Christ.
Well,
see what I have to fucking deal with here? Pacey gets an aptitude test. It's like you're just fucking fumbling around the dark looking for the plot threads in this show. And I have to come along with my flashlight of logic.
So this is why, no matter how tired I am, you don't let me wait. We just record right away.
What? I'm supposed to force you?
Tape my eyelids open.
I tried.
Stick the microphone in my face.
I tried to get you to record.
I know.
Anyway, so there's fucking Pacey's guidance counselor's like, I didn't know that someone could fail an aptitude test, you fucking loser.
He was really mean to Pacey.
And he's like, you know what? You can dig fucking ditches for all I give a shit. Get the fuck out of my office.
He said his GPA was like a 1.6 or something.
Yeah, he's done.
And that he's got to repeat 10th grade, I think.
Mm-hmm. Well, he'll have to repeat 10th grade or do summer school. You know, like it's very unlikely. So Pacey's talking to Andy, and he's like, yeah, I'm a loser. It's just been spelled out for me or whatever. I'm never going to succeed. I might as well just fucking drop out of school. I'm hopeless. And she goes, I don't think you're hopeless. I think you're I'm going to help you or whatever. I'm going to get you to you're failing these 2 classes. We're going to get you unfailing from these 2 classes.
What do you think the issue is there? Like, he's not stupid.
He doesn't try.
Because he's too afraid of failing?
I think that's part of it. I think he's afraid of failing. I think he's afraid of hard work. I think he's been told he's a loser by his parents his entire fucking life. And I think he just believes it. Like, I don't think... He clearly puts no effort whatsoever into school. I don't think he's a genius or anything like that, but I think he's smart enough to pass high school. So she comes over there to study because he's like, okay, whatever, you believe in me. So she's what he needs, someone that believes in him.
For real, she's very good for him.
But the mom is like kind of there and kind of not. Like, I mean, mentally. She's like... They talk to her in the garden and everything, and she's like iffy.
Well, he says that they're going to be studying something, and he's being his normal charming self talking to her, and she's like, "Oh, who could really help you? Your brother, whatever his name is, the one that got killed. Yeah, if he were here." So, or in a way that makes it sound like she expects him to be there, like like she is not quite with it.
So, yeah, Jack lied and said she was having a good day, and she obviously wasn't. But they're studying, and then Andy gets a phone call, and she's like, oh, my God, don't call the police. I'll be right down there. And she's at a
grocery store.
This confuses me. She's at a grocery store, and the person at the grocery store is like, I'm sorry, I like you guys, and you can take her home this time, but, this happens again, I'm really going to have to call the police. I can't have this anymore. She's like, I know, I'm sorry, I'll take care of her or whatever. But all her mom is doing is standing in the grocery store and telling people about her husband and her son, and people are just ringed around her listening. First of all, not realistic that all these people would stop their shopping to listen to this woman talk about her family. She might catch one person or something like that, but this is dumb.
Yeah.
I don't understand this. And also, why is this a big disturbance? Why is this I'm going to call the police? Because I thought she was going to be fucking tearing shit off shelves and stuff like that, causing some kind of big disturbance. She's just talking.
Yeah. Yeah, she should have been, the way they're acting, she should have been naked. She should have been, at least shoeless. I mean, something.
Yeah, that Richie Rich and his buddy should have been trying to, go to town on her or whatever.
Yeah.
Pacey comes, you want to get in on this, Pace?
But yeah, you're right. I mean, it's very, I thought the same thing when we were watching it. Why are we upset about this? I get she's probably, caused a disturbance of some sort by being hey, where's my husband and my son or whatever. But yeah, that seems like it shouldn't elevate to the level of threatening to call the police.
So Pacey comes in and he's all like, hey, I'm going to be the most charming guy in the world. And starts talking to her, and it's like, I could really use a fucking pie or something like that. Why don't you make me a pie? Or whatever it was.
A sandwich.
Sandwich, yeah.
Because she'd offered him a sandwich when he first got there. So.
Yeah. So he charms her, and she's like, oh, and she's just kind of fawning over him. So he gets her out of there, and everything's okay. And Andy's like, oh my God, you're my fucking hero. And then the lady that runs the grocery store has got to mop up the aisle from where Andy was standing.
Right. Yeah, Andy is very impressed with him, and she says, how incredibly amazing and special he is, and, and, I mean, it's awesome that he did what he did.
Yeah.
I don't think it was that amazing or whatever, to just think to talk to her.
Yeah, exactly. Not sure why no one else thought of that.
Right? Hey, Mom, I need you to come home. Okay, that probably would have worked just fine. I mean...
They were staring at her like she was an alien autopsy.
Well, we don't know. See, that's the thing is we're coming into the middle of whatever was going on, and I'm assuming what happened beforehand was worse than what we saw, but we shouldn't have to make those assumptions when it's a show.
We can only go on what we saw.
Yeah.
Like, they need to show us that. They didn't even tell us that.
Yeah.
They don't tell us or show us anything. So, like, we can only assume that this is what she's been doing.
Yeah.
But with that trailing off.
Well, I was just gonna say, like, it wasn't as bad as it could have been. I was thinking about a show, but anyway.
Anyway, it's a good episode. Not the best episode I've seen, but
yeah,
it's a good one.
There's a lot going on.
There's definitely a lot going on, and I'm interested to see where we go from here.
I don't want Joey with Jack.
I don't either.
I don't like it.
I don't either. I don't necessarily need to have her with Dawson, but, like, I wouldn't mind Jen and Dawson back together again somehow.
Yeah, that'd be all right.
Or Abby and Jen.
That'd be worth seeing.
But yeah, anyway, that is the episode, though. Carol, tell people, I don't know, whatever you want.
So you can write us at latefee1994AOL.com.
Mm-hmm.
Check out our website at www.retrolatefee.com.
Yep.
And share the tapes with your friends.
All right, we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.